people spend so much time going at each other in the city. I'm just like, when they wake up, they'll realize the unity is when you got somebody from Denver who get posted on a big blog, you don't go on that blog and say, but check me out too. You know what I'm saying? Like you cutting everybody else's legs off, and people see that. That's how you get this shit cracking. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's like, we got to be more united and we got to do this. And they look at unity as Trev Rich should give me a free feature because I'm from Denver. What are you talking about? And I used to have the same mentality as everybody else. Like, I got to put the city on. I got to put the city on. Like, I'm telling you now, mentality. Like, you putting your cell phone is putting the city on. So focus on putting your cell phone. That's it. Once you put your cell phone, people going to be like, where he from? Bam, the city's on. But everybody's like, we got to put
Maha Minute, #1 podcast in the universe, man. We live with the Grammy nominated Park Hill legend, man. Trev Rich, man.
Talk about it, man. Talk about it, man. We in this bitch. I've been waiting to talk my shit for a little while now, so.
Hell yeah. No, I seen you posted on your story. You were like, yo, I'm trying to help on some podcasts.
Yeah, like I want to talk my shit too. I'm back. I'm all the way back now, so it's like, I feel like we got to catch up, update the people on what the fuck going on.
Nah, facts. I think the last one was like, what, 2020?
Yeah, that was 2020. Like either coming right out. Oh, I think that was before COVID.
Yeah.
It was either coming right out of COVID or before COVID. I can't remember, but it's been a minute.
Definitely been at least like 2 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely time to update the people. I appreciate you for it.
Yeah, man. This is what, this shit we gotta do. Turn up, you know what I'm saying? Got my pops at the barbershop, you know what I'm saying? Got my nigga Kenny shit. Do my little quick shout outs real quick, and then we gonna get to it. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, man. So let's just get right into it.
Let's do this.
Last interview was more kind of your backstory and stuff like that. So this time I kind of want to rewind back to then, 2020, 21. Obviously, like the big project that you released was Out the Dark.
Yeah.
The way you kind of rolled that out was unique. I haven't seen no one do that in Colorado, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to talk about that and how that project came together.
Yeah. Out the Dark was probably like one of my favorite, and I feel like it's some of my like most acclaimed records. Like when people talk about my music, you know what I'm saying? Like Out the Dark comes up a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like everybody talk about, it's always going to be like the flexes and the paybacks and all of that stuff. But as like a body of work, I feel like Out the Dark was like one of my most complete bodies of work. It's just like a moment in time, bro. When I started recording that, I didn't even feel like I was recording an album. I just felt like I was just making music. You know what I'm saying? Then it just ended up being a solid project altogether. And the rollout kind of just came to me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even nothing like I was just super thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, damn. And it just came out like, that would be hard in the motherfucker. So I started doing, you know what I'm saying, a rollout like that. And people was really fucking with it. They was unlocking everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, how you weren't really thinking about it? Because, like, I never seen that from even, Colorado artists anywhere, though. Like, I've never seen that from across the U.S. Someone was, like, literally, having people unlock songs and stuff like that.
Then you had to unlock the full project, and then as soon as I did it, some other motherfuckers start doing that shit. I'm just like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like at this point, it ain't even like get about the credit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the credit because I'm just like, if I got, it just came to me like that, and then I just start seeing it on my timeline. Like, if y'all want this record, y'all need to do this. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like, I just was at a point where I'm like, how am I going to get my fans, you know what I'm saying? Like my real core fan base involved in this project and excited about this project.
Yeah.
And then that was just the thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when they started unlocking the records and they unlocking records that they actually liked. Right. So it'd be different if, you know what I'm saying, I got these motherfuckers doing all this shit and then they unlocking records and they're like, this shit trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, they was unlocking records and then one record they got, they like, oh shit, all right, we want another one. Then we want another one. So I did a lot of shit, man. I got a lot of merch off. You know what I'm saying? Like my numbers just start going up, and I mean, still to this day, my numbers ain't dropped. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't really been dropping shit, so it was dope. It was super dope.
Yeah, I wanted to get into kind of like how you decide to like drop stuff and like when a little later in the interview too. But like, did you know that the project was gonna hit like it did, or even when you came out with the idea to unlock things, did you think it was gonna be successful, or did you have any like skepticism? Like, I don't know if this is gonna work. Like, how was that?
Nah, I feel like I done got to the point in my career where it's like, this is what I want to give you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not even about the response. Of course, I appreciate the feedback and I appreciate my fans fucking with it, but it's like, it's not like, do y'all want this? It's like, nah, this is what I'm giving y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is how I'm feeling. This is the music I'm making. Like, I can't change like how I feel in the music that I'm making to fit what they want. It's kind of like, we got to tell them what to like, you know what I'm saying? And then and if you don't like it, go play something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that easy. So I feel like I'm a perfectionist, you know what I'm saying? And in the sense of, I know how hard I work on my music. When I give it to them, I'm like, it's ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even on no, like, I hope they like it. I'm like, by the time I'm giving it to y'all, it's ready. You know what I'm saying? It's ready to go.
Yeah. I can tell you really like take your time
Yeah.
to like put out a quality project.
Hell yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I need to focus on that because sometimes I just be pushing, but like you gotta focus on the quality of the interview, focus on the quality of the music.
And it's like lock in. You know what I'm saying? Like lock in on some like, when right now I ain't even working on no album. You know what I'm saying? I got hella singles that, you know what I'm saying, I'm rocking with right now. But as far as putting together a whole body of work, like, nah, I'm working on, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm putting singles together, and then once the singles get ready, you know what I'm saying, get to the point where I'm pushing these singles on a national, international level. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, it's not time for an album right now. It's time for me to like put some, you know what I'm saying, marketing and promo behind my singles, and then get to the point where they gonna damn near have to beg me for an album. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you want to push your shit, press your line. If you just keep giving out album and album and album, it's kind of just like, what are you making the fans work for? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now it's like single. Oh yeah, y'all love that single, I'm gonna give y'all another one. Oh yeah, y'all love that single, I'm gonna give y'all another one. You know what I'm saying? Until they like, bro, where's the fucking album? And at that point, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna give you another single. You know what I'm saying? Like, until they really just, I need that album, then they'll get the album. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, I'm ready to drop music, and I just want to drop music like, no feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in that space. I'm in that mind state right now to where it's like, I'm not trying to compete with every artist in Denver. I'm like, bro, it's time for us to compete with every artist, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to do. So it's like, I got to make records, and I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, compete with the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to feel like, you know, we just competing for the local crown. You feel me?
Yeah, I respect it.
Yeah, like, there ain't nothing that come with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I did all of this to just be like, I'm the best in Denver, like, I'm selling my own self short. You feel me? And it's like, that's where I'm at with it right now. It's just a bunch of singles. We putting that shit together though.
Okay. Now, when it comes to that project, like you said, and I know I'm kind of new-ish to the scene. I've only been doing this for like almost 5 years.
Yeah.
So I've really only been paying attention to your last couple projects. But from what I've seen from you so far, the Out the Dark blew everything else out.
Yeah.
Just from the visuals to like the concepts, the ideas behind the release, like just everything all together. That was easily the most complete best project. It was 2021, right? Yeah. 2021. That shit was dope. I wanted to like talk about a couple of the visuals.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of dope videographers in the city. There's a lot of dope visuals, but like when you came with the bird's eye view and the Gandhi shit, especially those two in particular, like it was just different. Like,
bro.
You know, like first they got you like all like I don't know how to like just mini like
like hella small, like standing next to this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Leaning on the chair leg type shit.
And then you like taller than the buildings and shit. I was like tripping out when I seen that.
Yeah.
And then
that's Leland.
Yeah.
That's Leland. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it come to that shit, like, Leland, I think Leland's biggest problem, and probably a bunch of videographers' biggest problem, is like, they so creative, but you got to have like the budget to like really let them be creative. You feel me? So it's like,
it costs a lot of money and time to do shit like that.
Hell yeah. Like, how he was putting together the bird's eye view was so crazy. And I'm just like, this shit about to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew, like, from the moment that he was like, we doing this, I'm like, bro, this about to be big. And then Gandhi shit, we probably drove like an hour out, you know what I'm saying, and shoot that motherfucker. Just found a crazy ass, open ass field. Like, bro, we about to shoot
outside the city.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I feel like that whole project, I was really like in a zone, and I had to lock in, you know what I'm saying? Like, to really like, that's why I want to do a project right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He killed it with that one, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, like when I say I wanted to put out a complete body of work and roll it out the complete way and do the best videos possible, I feel like I did everything I could with Out the Dark. You know what I'm saying? To the point people was like, yo, this is album of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like out of town. It wasn't even in
It was
people
top 10
just in town.
on the Apple charts, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it was like that project went so crazy. And then after that, I was like, I did it. I feel like the only thing that didn't come with that project was the Grammy nod. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, at that point, it was just like, it is what it is.
Right.
I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I showed myself I could fucking do it. And that's all I really wanted to do
Right.
with that project. And people like love that shit.
Yeah. No, yeah, he was top 10 on the Apple charts. I think it reached 9 or did it reach higher?
Right. It reached 9.
9, okay.
Yeah.
And then it was on what? Say Cheese, Academic.
Yep, Academic, Say Cheese. They talked about it on Joe's podcast. They had it in the running for album of the year on his podcast. So it was dope. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Nah, so I mean, it was going crazy. Obviously, like the Colorado blogs were promoting it, but when you start getting those outside looks, and like you're talking about, that's you know what I'm saying. What's important? So.
Yeah, a lot of people was doing like the where they would watch the videos and review and shit. Like it was like crazy shit. Like it just kind of just picked up steam and took off after that. And, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
But one of my personal favorites, just because I'm a huge Kobe fan, was the 24-8 too. I like how you had the Charlotte jersey.
Yeah,
you don't see that.
You don't see that. His first jersey, like when people seen it, like everybody who got it. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, it was just like it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about a couple other accomplishments since then as well. You've been on Madden and 2K now, right?
Yeah, but we wrote something for 2K, but I was actually on Madden. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
song,
so the 2K song was Big by Kendra J, and we put that together, you know what I'm saying? And then they was like, we love this shit. So they pumped that song on there, and then Madden came right back around right after that, like, yo, we want this record, you know what I'm saying? And like for a lot of records, until they become like big records, you know what I'm saying? I just hook. I just be putting hooks down. Just hook only, you know what I'm saying? So they like, bro, go put verses on this record, you know what I'm saying? Go put verses on this record so we can put this shit on the game. And I'm like, okay, bet. So I just went and knocked out the verses with the producers, Wallace Lane, shout out to them. And then the rest is history.
How does an artist like make that happen? Because that just seems like such a unique and tough thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming out of Denver, like
you gotta have a team, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time, like build. Like I just been posting it a lot lately, but it's been like me just building a machine around myself. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the biggest thing. Like as an artist, I feel like the most frustrated I was as an artist was when I had to be artist, businessman, manager, A&R. Like I had to do everything myself. You know, now it got to the point where it's like I got a team around me, you know what I'm saying, who can really put shit in motion. So it's like all I got to do is create. And once I get, you know what I'm saying, to the point where I'm just creating, like that's my best space I could be in as an artist, is just creating, you know? So I just create and send records off. You know what I'm saying? Like we got hundreds of records in this box folder. It was like, all right, we're going to send this to this place. We're going to send this to this. We're going to send this to, you know what I'm saying? And like, that's how it got to be, because that just gives me room to just do what I do. I don't gotta manage myself. I don't gotta fucking A&R everything. Like sending out emails all the time. Like I still do it, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I got a team around me who just helps lighten the load, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
You kind of got to, you know what I'm saying? Like with business.
Yeah. Like I still like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm still the CEO of my business, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, I have a team around me who like oversee shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty much it. Like I never mixed my songwriting and my artist teams. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a team as an artist, I got a team as a songwriter. So when it comes to like the songwriting shit, I'm like, okay, we're gonna get this place, we're gonna send this out for sync. I'm talking to them. When it comes to Trev Rich business, I gotta perform at this, boom, boom, boom. I'm talking to them. So I don't never have to, you know what I'm saying, put both teams together and it just runs smooth like that. Yeah.
I do like how you kind of balance the both out. You know, you always come with music to drop, but like you're always obviously in your songwriting bag too.
Yeah, like a lot of those records, like the songwriting is the 2K. songwriting was Madden. You know what I'm saying? I did that for another artist, and they just like, nah, we want you on. You know what I'm saying? The Spider-Man, that was songwriting. They just left me on it. Like a lot of my songwriting shit just be me creating, and it just be records that I wouldn't see myself putting out under the Trev Rich brand. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I create, and then I'm like I wouldn't put out this pop record, but you know what I'm saying? It could get synced over here, somebody else sang it type shit. So that's like where the songwriting is dope, because I could just be as creative as possible. Right. I don't have to worry about, oh, my fan base ain't gonna fuck with this song. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't gotta worry about that shit at all.
How do you like sharpen your skills when it comes to songwriting, and like how do you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it takes a whole nother level of like work ethic to be able to be a songwriter, because you know a lot of people want to rap nowadays, a lot of people want to make music, and anyone could really hop on a mic and just start.
Bro, it's the easiest thing to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't even gotta make sense no more. So it's the easiest shit to do, is to get in the booth, get fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Freestyle a record and put it out. But it's like, I feel like the songwriting bag, you gotta be around them type of monsters. You know what I'm saying? Like my songwriting, kept elevating once I got around other songwriters who was insane. You know what I'm saying? Like you get around them alien type motherfuckers who really, you like, oh shit, I gotta go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And like going to songwriting camps, you know what I'm saying? Where in the songwriting camp, just me being me, I'm like, nigga, I want to be the MVP of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But you got some real monsters in them camps who's like, I want to be the MVP in this motherfucker. So that's just gonna make you go even harder. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like going in there with, and realizing like, nigga, I got invited to this room because I'm one of them. Right. You feel me? So it's like, if I'm around fucking 4 other songwriting monsters, nigga, I'm in the room with y'all because I'm one too. Right. And you really like carry that into, you know what I'm saying, them type of sessions. You can't be timid. It gets to the point where if I'm even working with the biggest artists, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, nah, I need it should sound like this. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really trying to give my input, because it just goes further to say, I'm not just songwriting and writing a song that I don't care about and letting you do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. I'm actually in here producing a record with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I wrote the record, but I'm actually on some Quincy Jones shit. Like, you pull the beat out right here, turn your vocals up right here. Like, I care about every record that I'm a part of. So it's like, I have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't feel right just sitting there and letting somebody cut a record and I'm like, this don't sound right. I'm gonna say something every time, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, some artists is cool with that. Some artists be like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, just let me do my shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm going to say what I feel no matter what, every time. And I feel like every song, because songwriters, just as a songwriter, people like look at me all the time and be like, bro, I need to get into songwriting because that's where the bag at. Right. Like songwriting is one of them places where you gotta, just like rap, you gotta put up a bag to get a bag. You know what I'm saying? Like it comes from you paying for flights, you paying for rooms, you paying for, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to have a meeting with this person who charges $1,000 to consult people. Like you paying no matter what, if it's artist shit, songwriting shit. I think people got the common misconception about songwriting is that it's just free and you make all this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that ain't how this shit roll, bro. Like, and you getting pennies on the streams. You got to think how music is broken down on the business side. If you say, okay, I wrote this record, I need 25% of this record, like you getting 25% of that streaming. You don't get paid when they go on tour. You don't get paid, you know what I'm saying, when they get paid. You don't even get paid when the producer get his fee at the beginning before the records even drop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you want to do songwriting, you got to be like really one of them motherfuckers in your bag. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to keep producing. I feel like as an artist, you don't got to produce as much as you got to as a songwriter. Because as a songwriter, you could be like, this person needs a record. As an artist, you like, I just need a record. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be a songwriter, you got to write for this person, send them hooks. So you working way more than just the average artist work, but you just getting paid on the back end. You know what I'm saying? But the whole goal is to have 100 records out at one time. You know what I'm saying? And you getting percentages from all them records at the same time.
It's like, what do they call it? Like I guess multiple streams of income, but it's
it really is.
Like it all adds up though. It's like buying stocks.
Yeah. It's all gonna add up. Like you rather get 100% of a record that does fucking 0 streams, or would you rather get little pieces of records that's streaming crazy? You know what I'm saying? That's where the money's at as a songwriter. As a songwriter, you gotta like And you don't get to control when the artist put the record out. You could feel like you got to smash with the artist, but it's literally up to them when they want to put the record out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody looks at songwriting in a certain light, and I'm here to say that light is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just love to create, which is why I'm a songwriter. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I didn't love to create, I would never been a fucking songwriter.
Yeah. You got 531 million streams as a songwriter. That was last year, right?
Yeah.
That's almost unimaginable. I can't even think of that many streams. Like I think I had 500,000 views on YouTube. So
yeah, he was like, oh shit.
Like 500,000. That's all 500 million streams as a songwriter. So I couldn't imagine just like the percentages and how it breaks down. But my bad. What I was gonna say was like at some point I want to be like smart enough to like figure out all the percentages and have some label stuff going. So that's dope that you know.
Oh yeah, but you got to think like them 531 million streams. Like if you got a record that's platinum, that's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, over 100 million streams on one record.
Fair enough, yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, I'm like, we got to hit 1 billion. If we get fucking 3-4 platinum records this year, we out of there. You know what I'm saying? We had that beat so fast, but it's like, I just got to see for the 3-4 years that I've been songwriting, I really just got to see and be around some real like dogs in this game. You know what I'm saying? Like who really want this shit, who really going for it. And I just got to soak game in every session. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was a dope A&R, a manager, a CEO of a company who's in the session, like I just took the game, you know what I'm saying, from everybody and put it together. So now in my mind, I successfully know how to run a label. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been around this shit for 4 years. That was like college. It was like being in college or being an intern. You know what I'm saying? But I just get to songwrite in the process. But it's like, now I'm like, I know I can run a label easily. I know how to build the machine. Like, I keep saying that shit because I'm branding that shit. The machine, bro. I know how to build it. I know how it runs smoothly. So now it's just like getting to a point where when that's the question. You know what I'm saying? Like, when do I want to? Not if. I know it's gonna happen. I just don't know when.
I respect that. That's how I feel like you gotta think and believe like that when you.
Yeah, and I want to sign artists and give them a bag. That's what I really want to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I really become like the CEO of my label and you see like, okay, they signed to Trev and they signed to Trev and they signed to Trev. Like, no, they got a bag. You know what I'm saying? And they got marketing budget and studio budget and this and that. Like, I want to do this shit how the big labels do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my whole goal is to compete with the music industry.